Long before the pyramids rose, before the stones of Stonehenge were lifted into place, people gathered on a quiet hill in southeastern Turkey. They weren't planting crops, they weren't forging weapons. They were building something sacred. It would be called Göbekli Tepe, and it may be the oldest temple ever discovered by humankind. Built over 11,000 years ago, this site predates writing, cities, and the wheel. Yet it wasn't primitive, it was masterfully designed. At its heart stand massive stone pillars, arranged in great circles, some weighing up to 20 tons. They were carved with extraordinary care, images of foxes, vultures, snakes, wild boars, and abstract symbols. But here's the mystery. There are no houses, no signs of permanent settlement, no kings, no thrones, no war. Why would hunter-gatherers, people who had no farms, no metal tools, pour time and effort into raising stones taller than a man? Who taught them to shape, move, and arrange these megaliths with such skill? And most importantly, what did they believe? We don't know. That's the enigma that Göbekli Tepe brings to light. Its discovery began in the 1990s when a Kurdish shepherd noticed something in the earth, a carved stone peeking out. What followed was one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the 20th century, led by German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt. It shook the foundations of what we thought we knew. Göbekli Tepe suggests that belief may have come before agriculture, that the first great human gathering places were not for food or trade, but for ritual, memory, and the sacred. It's a reversal of the timeline. We once believed that farming led to cities and cities led to temples, but perhaps it was the other way around, that the desire to worship together, to gather for ceremony, was what first pulled people from the forests and plains into lasting communities. And then a second mystery. Around 8000 BCE, the entire site was deliberately buried, carefully, layer by layer, not destroyed, but hidden, as if the builders wanted to preserve it for someone in the distant future. For us, why? No one knows. Some believe Göbekli Tepe marked a turning point, the symbolic end of the Stone Age and the beginning of human civilization. Others suggest it aligned with the stars, tracking solstices or celestial events. Perhaps it was a site for seasonal rituals, the beginning of mythology itself. What we do know is this: Göbekli Tepe wasn't a place of survival, it was a place of meaning. Even before cities and empires, humans looked to the sky, carved stories in stone, and came together not for shelter, but for spirit. In those ancient stones we see echoes of ourselves, our need to belong, to ask questions, to build not just with our hands, but with our hearts. Göbekli Tepe reminds us that the past is not primitive, it is profound. And on a forgotten hill in ancient Anatolia, long before history began, someone stood in silence and dreamed of eternity.